Before we go into this, there's a small video and then the presentation. I just want to highlight why do we need to know the hotel of the future. The world is evolving, the technology is evolving, the AI has revolutionized the world. You see the cars, we have a driverless cars, the cell phones are changing, but unfortunately, we have as an industry, we are the slowest in adopting this change, this technology. We are not good in it. But not adapting to it is leading to some consequences. Take an example here in KSA. Our payroll is higher than anywhere else globally, as a matter of fact. We have reached 35, 36, 37%, which eats up your profitability. So all this 500,000 keys coming in, billions and trillions of investment, if you can't get your return, then it's not going to go far. It will create challenges. The reasoning is, take an example in the hotel accounts department has 22 people, 20 people, 18 people as of today working, whereas we don't have much in the front, in the business development where we need people. So we are still having our accounting system as it was in 1940, 1950, 1960. We haven't changed much. We are reluctant to change. We are not ready to adapt this technology, which will create a lot of issues. So here it is, what is going to change? Change is going to happen. You like it or you don't like it. Those who will adapt to it, or the new brands who will adapt to it, they will emerge. They will eat up those who are not adapting to it. So here, let's see a small video and then we'll... So this survey, these results is not something which is It was my thinking is we have done proper survey, we went to the market, we reached out to the industry leaders, we took their opinion. So we spent quite a lot of time, few months on it before we reached to this stage. Why this change is necessary, why it is important. Now we are in a transformation process where Gen Z is towards the end of their path, and Gen Alpha will take over. By 2030 is Gen Alpha. So if you want to plan for future, you have to look what Gen Alpha wants. It's not you, not me, not he or she. It is for Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha is still too young to know, but we need to know how they think, what they like. So we have done a survey, what they like, and based on this, we have to adapt. Is it a future technology? Is it a future designs, materials? So what is the difference between what are their behavioral patterns? They love technology. They love creativity and resourcefulness. Social media, they're all on social media. They're all environmental conscious. They don't want to work in isolation. They love interactive places. Digital connectivity, they want to be connected all the time. They want wellness, healthcare is important to them. They want it to be integrated into the setup, whichever environment they are in. And they want instant gratification. It's a new word. They don't find it, they feel disappointed. So these are their key attributes which we took it, and we then look into what is required for the future hotel. These are the 8 areas which are going to change majorly. So we highlighted what are the major changes. There's a lot that will change. We can't recap everything. So we highlighted key areas. So these are the rooms will have a major impact. It will look very different. Food and beverage will look very different. Is it a menu? Is it a technology? Is it a kitchen? It will look very different. Wellness will be very important for all the future hotels. How you integrate, is it a room or is it separately within the hotel? Wellness will play an important role. Future meeting room will look very different. Co-working spaces are must. It's not even a question. You've seen a lot of hotels are adapting to it, and you will see more and more adaptation to it. An operating model, it's not going to run, the hotel is not going to run the way it is, we are running it today. It will be different. And this is my last slide. I left it towards the last end, but it's very interesting how the future hotel will run. So first of all, room. What is going to change in the room? There will be smart rooms. They will talk to you through AI. They will adapt that room setup based on the requirement. AI will give you attributes to the through technology, and then room will adapt. Is it a lighting? Is it a music? Is it a TV channel? It will be interactive. This will be personalized because the data is in a system. Every time you come in, the technology will adapt to it. So it will be personalized to your requirements. Not everything, but the maximum possible elements will be. Technology, it will be fully integrated technology. Design in terms of material will change. So in the rooms you enter, you've been in the same room earlier a few times, same hotel. The temperature will adapt in the morning, evening, sleeping time. The temperature itself will adapt to your requirements. You don't need to put thermostat up and down. The lighting mood will adjust by itself. When you check in the night, your sleeping time, what lighting do you need? It will adapt to it. So you don't need to find where is the button. So all these sensors will help to understand your requirement, and it will adjust. Voice activation, things will act. You don't need to find remote. It will, through voice activation, things will be done. And few other areas, which bathrooms also, integrated TVs, the sound system into the mirror. So mirror will have everything, and it will adapt to it. Personalization, as I said, personalization. So we don't want to put for every room same items all the time. We will see what you need, and according to that, that's the only elements you will have it. So it will save to the hotels too, and also will not do waste. Your TV channels, is it your musics? So which music you like? Is it jazz? They will adjust to it, and you will have that sort of music in the background running. TV channels, maybe you only like BBC, Al Jazeera, and CNN, then that's what you're going to get it. So you don't need to scroll through 99 channels and find where is Al Jazeera and where is CNN. No, it will be there waiting for you to get activated. There will be no, you want to see the room 360 degree through VR technology. You will have the full tour of the house, room understanding through these technologies. And immersive entertainment and virtual fitness, you will have rooms with those elements as well. In terms of design, it will be more eco-driven design, more sustainable, more integrated designs. Neuroadaptive environment to give you peace of mind, to give you relaxation, so you can enjoy your stay. The AI will adapt to your requirements. At night, also how you can have a better sleep. It will adapt everything and give you the comfort there. Technology, second area, what is in technology that will change? Check-in, check-out will not exist. It is a joke having a check-in. Still 100 years back, we used to have a big counter like this. We check in, 5 people, it's not going to happen. It is already, there are 2-3 chains that are growing like a fire. Why? Because they adapted to these technology and people are loving it. So there's no counter, there's no check-in, check-out. You just go in because you have to, you must check in advance on your phone. Everything is on phone. Phone will give you a code. You enter you pay, you enter the room. So no check-in, no check-out, no payment, and no key. Imagine how much you will save your time and how much hotel in terms of manning, labor cost. So I said labor cost today, if you ask some of the investors in KSA who are running hotels, because I run hotels, asset manage it, the profitability is disappearing because of the labor cost. So you need these technologies to come in and play the role. And this is how it's going to be. No, these counters, fancy counters, you check in. But when you enter, first of all, there will no such area which is now check-in, check-out. You will see something very different. Maybe you enter into the lounge area with a restaurant on one side and the bar on the one side. So there is no check-in huge area and the guest relation. It's not going to happen. In food and beverage, already the kitchen labor cost also is very heavy. If you see in any kitchen like this hotel, you go in the backside, 200 people working in the kitchen, 200 people. This is where we are burning our labor cost. So it will be integrated, all integrated system. You have an oven that boils, that steams, that bake. Multiple cooking methods done through the same oven. So the machine that will peel, cut, chop, give it to you. So a lot will be automated. And it is happening in the bigger factories. If you go, there is no manning because of the heavy material. Is it a chocolate factory? Is it a bread making factory? Everything is automated. Same thing happened with the hotel, with a less and less and less labor included, involved in the setup. Overall technologies, your bookings, your reservations, your payments, again, all going to go through this process. On-site production, fruit, vegetables. You can see in Dubai how much this vertical farming is taking place. Emirates Airline put multi-billion worth of vertical farms. So if you eat food in Emirates Airline, you see a lot of elements coming from the vertical farms. Under 50 degrees, 45 degrees, they have environmentally controlled vertical farms. A lot is done there. And this will happen more and more. Personalization, also, as it is happening in the hotel, in the F&B, same, it will take place. Some more details, how it's going to take place, robotic concierge, ordering. Still, it's already happening. Ordering and receiving is all, online. You order and receive. This will further go to the next level. So there will be, now people want to see new experiences. If somebody comes to Saudi, they want to see the Saudi food. They want to look at the local ingredient. They want to see what are the local trends, culture. So this is what you want to show in your menu. So wherever you go, you need to pull the local flavors and integrate into the menus. Menus will be smaller, showing the regional, local elements rather than having everything in one menu. So it will be very specific, where local dishes will be there. Authentic elements will come more and more. They will play a more important role, because today's traveler is very curious. You go to certain places. I just came back from Vietnam. My only one of the thing I did, I wanted to see how the local cooks, local eat, what is the local ingredient. Same thing is going to happen in future as well. So biometric personalization in your tables, your even equipment will have a chip in it that understands your habits. Your facial recognition, did you like it? You didn't like it? It will give some sensors to understand it. And other your nutritional elements, what you like, what you don't like. It will be, are you allergic to some food? It's already there in the system. A chef already knows not to mix X, Y, Z, so you don't need to have a waiter every time and say, do you have any allergic? Do you have this? Do you have that? No. System knows, chef knows, he already in his screen it is there. Mr. Muhammad is here, Mr. Ahmad is here, Mr. Fraser is here. These are his habits, and that's already the way they're going to cook it. Wellness, as I said, wellness. I have seen few research. We have done our research. I have seen globally some other research. How after COVID, wellness is becoming important everywhere. So wellness will be very much integrated element in the hotel industry. So it will be very holistic. It's not only physical elements, your mental elements will be there. So it is going to be an important element. Some ways how hotels are going to adapt to nature, adapt to the local elements of therapies. Meeting rooms. Today, you see these screens, you see these mics, cameras. Future, you will not have. Okay. In the future, we will have. You are not going to see these. Screens, you're not going to, there will be no speaker, because it's all flushed into the ceiling. Screens are flushed into the wall. Wall will look like a design which suits the interior. And that wall, once you need the screen will emerge by itself. So it's a total new technology already produced, not common yet. Speaker can catch 7-8 meters voice, catch it, and throw it to the other side, whoever is on the other side. So same elements will be all over in the meeting spaces. There will be a lot of common areas. People want to interact rather than being in a boxy situations. There will be areas where they will go. If there is a breakout, after the meeting there's a breakout, there's a common areas. You go and different meeting delegates join together and have common areas for that. Co-working spaces is going to be common. You have library, business center. You want to use your own computer, get connected to internet. We too would like to sit in a corner and have a meeting. So for multi-purpose rooms will be co-working spaces will be popular for that purpose. It is already happening. A lot of hotels are adapting to it. But in the future, because Gen Alpha, they are not good in connecting humanly. So this gives them an opportunity. When you go in a co-working spaces, you see hustle bustle. There's a small eating area here. There's a drinking area there. There's a coffee machine there. There's a library there. There's a business center there. There are, meeting space for a couple of people is there. So this is how the co-working spaces are going to look like in the future. It will be must. Material will change. Material, it will be weather related. Let's say it lower the temperature. Places like Saudi, the UAE, Middle East. So if there's a outside temperature is higher, you will have it. This material will help you to lower it down. If it's freezing outside, it will help also to control the weather there. Fabrics, the future fabrics will be very different. Also weather resistance too, but also color. They will also change. Morning, shades looks different than the evening. Sustainable element will be there. So these are few of the elements in terms of material. This is very important in terms of future operating models. Two things are very important in it. One is the joint ventures. You as a hotel, you can't run everything. You should never run everything by your own. You have a general manager, he is specialist in one area, wherever he comes from, food and beverage, rooms. So you should not run everything. That's why, have you ever seen a successful restaurant in the hotel industry? Any hotel running any successful? Why Zuma is not in the hotel? Why Nobu is not coming from the hotel? Why Mamo is not in the hotel, developed by the hoteliers? Because we are lousy. We cannot develop such concept. You need overly committed, passionate people in food and beverage to make it work. Hoteliers, we don't have a time. We are doing 50 things and we cannot focus on one thing. Plus one general manager changes, second comes in, he changes everything else. So you will end, best ways, joint ventures. Bring the specialist. Because it's not hoteliers' money or hotel brands, investors' money, so these F&B doesn't work, they get away with it. But this is a money wasted, real estate wasted. So bring in specialists, he will bring in know-how, marketability, footfall, PR, all you're going to get this for free. Plus, he will make a successful F&B. Take an example of this hotel here. I had opportunity to work with this great team here. We added 3-4 hotels, restaurants here, La Petite Maison, Mamo, Yuacha, and a few others. Since these are added, we have a beautiful problem of traffic jam in the main street. These F&B brought footfall to us. They increased the occupancy. They increased the room rate. So not only the revenue that F&B generated, but we have other benefits coming out of this, this great partnership out of it. So you will have a lot more partnership rather than doing everything by yourself. Is it food and beverage? Is it spa? Is it wellness? Is it retail? Is it salons? So you will tie up with the brands that can bring power to you, that can bring footfall to you, that can add value to you. So this is how the future is going to look like. As a matter of fact, it's already happening. Any hotel that I manage, the first thing I outsource everything to the specialist, passionate, involved people. You're not going to have a marketing department anymore. You're not going to have accounts department anymore. You're not going to have a PR department anymore. Your housekeeping will be outsourced. Your security already outsourced. Your valet is already outsourced. So your focus is going to be very, very a small area with a razor-sharp focus on that, and then bring in the partners who can add value to you. So this is how it's going to look like in the future. All those departments will go out. And this is the best model. It will bring your labor cost down. Imagine 10% less labor cost, 10% more profitability. Where is labor cost going to go? If you don't have 10%, you have less 10%, straight to the profitability. Yes, initial capital investment will be a bit higher because you are involving technology in it, but on a long run, you are the winner. So this is how the future will look like. Thank you very much.